28 June of 72. We got there that day. C-130 was doing all sorts of evasive actions. You knew it was serious when somebody put a briefcase out in there and put a hand away and it still floated. You know how many G's we had on there. And we landed there again, seeing the ranges and the jungle. Said, okay, this is going to be fun. We're just camping out for whatever day. It turned out to be 183 days. I love it. Well, I was TAD from MABS 36 in Fatima. They said, we need people to go south. They pointed. If you don't volunteer, we're going to appoint you. So we said, okay, we'll go south. We had 11 heavy equipment mechanics, generator mechanics, and 2 electricians, Leaf Mag 36. So we went to QB Point. Plane broke down. We had a C-130 full of Class A explosives, leaving QB Point, got halfway across, lost an engine, came back, lost another engine, landed, lost another engine, and we had 4 extra days. And one of the guys wanted to grab a parachute, but they had 11 passengers and 10 parachutes. And crew chief says, if we go in, we go in. Don't worry about it, because you'll make it. But all 4 synchronizers went out on the Air Force C-130. So 3 days later, we get off from QB Point. For our part of the world, fixing generators and supporting the squadrons, they could do their job. So I did my job. I took pride in what I did. I think everybody there took pride pretty much in what they did and what they accomplished. And here in the pilots talk today, with their things they had to put up with and do, being on the tip of the spear, that gives you a sense of pride that you helped them do what they had to do the best way you knew how. And in retrospective, that's what I think. At the time, I had a neighbor said, you came home, you burned babies, I bet. And I said, no, I ate them for breakfast, French fry. But she was whatever. That didn't bother me. I did what I had to do to support our folks. So when we pulled out, when the CBs left, there was MABS had to guard what gear they left over. And the 3 times I had it, there was dead, and the dead were on the flight line, but the wounded would come in buses right by us, and you'd see them at night because we had lights on that compound. So
these were moving back into Laos.
Yes, and they'd come back.
Some into Vietnam, possibly.
Wherever they went, all I know is we would watch the dead, and one of the electricians that was on the flight line, he said, yeah, they stacked up the cordwood in the bags, is what he said. So, and I didn't have any other, well, after seeing the buses come back, I didn't doubt his word on anything like that. But with all the different folks in there doing what they needed to do to get done, and things that I know from different people about things that happened throughout that theater. My cousin was a pilot for the Army at the embassy, and he was in Nam Phong about a year after I was there, before the Marines left. You learned the can-do spirit, the stick-to-itiveness of completing a mission. My job is, I was on charge of the flight line generators, and they could not go down. In fact, none. If they did, I had to fix them now. And so with that, it helped me get a job as being a service tech for IBM. So with that being there, I was able to take what I had, my family's taught me stuff, but the Marine Corps enhanced that, give me more of a drive to get things done.